Bad Bunny at the Super Bowl halftime, a moment that electrified the world of music, sports, and pop culture all at once. For millions of fans, it was a dream come true. Their favorite reggaeton superstar, center stage at the biggest sporting event in America, delivering a performance that was as bold and colorful as his meteoric rise to fame. The stadium pulsed with energy, the crowd roared, and social media exploded with excitement. But as with any cultural phenomenon that shakes up the status quo, not everyone was thrilled. Some critics, both online and off, questioned whether Bad Bunny was the right choice for such a massive mainstream event, and now, House Speaker Mike Johnson has something to say about it. Not sin kabar buwan, it's sorprendades, not sin probert. Spicy. In a move that surprised some and delighted others, Johnson stepped into the pop culture ring, offering his own take on the halftime spectacle. It's not every day you see the Speaker of the House weighing in on a reggaeton artist's Super Bowl set, but in today's world, where politics and entertainment are more intertwined than ever, nothing is off limits. Johnson's comments quickly became the talk of the town, sparking debates from Capitol Hill to Twitter feeds across the country. House Speaker Johnson called Bad Bunny's performance a terrible decision. That's right. In his view, the NFL's choice to spotlight one of the world's most influential Latin artists was not just questionable, but outright wrong. His words echoed through newsrooms and social media timelines, igniting a firestorm of opinions. Was this a case of political overreach or a genuine concern about the direction of American entertainment? The debate was on, and everyone seemed to have an opinion. Yes, the man who deals with Congress, who navigates the complexities of government, policy, and national debate, thinks your favorite reggaeton superstar isn't the right pick for millions of viewers. It's a fascinating collision of worlds. The buttoned-up halls of Congress versus the pulsating rhythms of global pop music. Johnson's critique wasn't just about music. It was about what he believes the Super Bowl should represent, and who should be allowed to take center stage in front of the nation. According to Johnson, the halftime show should have been someone with a broader audience, like Lee Greenwood. Yes, you heard that right. In Johnson's eyes, the ideal halftime performer isn't a global superstar with billions of streams, but a classic American singer known for his patriotic anthems. It's a vision of the Super Bowl that's rooted in tradition, nostalgia, and a very specific idea of what mainstream means. But is that vision still relevant in 2024? That's right, the patriotic singer behind God Bless the USA. For decades, Lee Greenwood's music has been a staple at 4th of July celebrations, military events, and moments of national pride. His songs evoke a sense of unity and tradition, a throwback to a time when the Super Bowl halftime show was less about spectacle and more about Americana. But as the country grows more diverse and the world more connected, the definition of American music is evolving. Twitter, of course, had a field day. Within minutes of Johnson's comments, the internet was ablaze with hot takes, jokes, and memes. Some users couldn't believe a politician was weighing in on pop music. Others saw it as yet another example of the generational divide. Hashtags like Bad Bunny vs. Congress and Halftime Showdown started trending as people from all walks of life chimed in with their thoughts. The digital age has turned every cultural moment into a global conversation, and this was no exception. Some called it tone deaf, others called it hilarious, and yes, someone actually made a meme comparing Bad Bunny's dance moves to waving an American flag. The creativity of the internet knows no bounds, and soon the debate had taken on a life of its own. Late-night comedians weighed in, YouTubers posted reaction videos, and fans from around the world joined the fray. It was a perfect storm of music, politics, and internet culture, the kind of moment that defines our era. Bad Bunny, meanwhile, keeps breaking records and smashing cultural barriers. From humble beginnings in Puerto Rico to the heights of international superstardom, he's become a symbol of a new, borderless era in music. His songs top charts in dozens of countries, his concerts sell out in minutes, and his influence stretches far beyond the Spanish-speaking world. For many, his Super Bowl performance was a celebration of diversity, creativity, and the power of music to bring people together. So, maybe Johnson's idea of a broader audience just doesn't include today's music fans. The world is changing, and so are the people who tune in to the Super Bowl. Today's viewers are younger, more diverse, and more connected than ever before. They want to see themselves reflected on the biggest stages, and for many, Bad Bunny represents that shift. The question isn't just about music, it's about who gets to define American culture in the 21st century. The bigger question: should the Super Bowl halftime cater to Congress-approved taste or the global pop culture stage? For decades, the halftime show has been a reflection of the times, from marching bands and classic rockers to hip-hop icons and pop superstars. Each era brings its own controversies, its own debates about what's appropriate, and its own moments of cultural reckoning. But as the world gets smaller and audiences more global, the stakes are higher than ever. Who gets to decide what America's biggest stage looks like? Because Bad Bunny's audience is massive, passionate, and Not exactly waving little flags, they're waving their hands, their phones, their voices, united not by a single anthem but by a shared love of music that transcends borders. For them, the Super Bowl halftime show isn't just entertainment, it's a statement about who belongs, who's celebrated, and whose stories get told on the world's biggest stage. And let's be honest, a Lee Greenwood halftime show probably would not have had the internet trending for days. While Greenwood's music holds a special place in the hearts of many Americans, it doesn't have the same global reach, the same viral energy, or the same power to unite people across cultures and generations. The Super Bowl is more than just a football game. It's a showcase of what America looks like today, and what it might look like tomorrow. So there you have it. Bad Bunny criticized by a politician, celebrated by millions. It's a story as old as pop culture itself. The clash between tradition and innovation, between the old guard and the new wave. Every generation faces its own battles over what counts as real music, what's appropriate for prime time, and who gets to be a star. This time the battleground just happens to be the Super Bowl, and the stakes are higher than ever. The Super Bowl halftime show controversy is not over, but one thing's clear: the music world doesn't always match congressional taste. And maybe that's a good thing. After all, the power of music lies in its ability to challenge, to provoke, to inspire. The artists who make history are the ones who dare to be different, who refuse to play it safe, and who invite us all to see the world through new eyes. Whether you loved Bad Bunny's performance or hated it, you can't deny its impact. Bad Bunny might just shrug this off, and keep breaking the internet anyway. For him, controversy is nothing new. It's part of what makes him an icon. Every time someone says he doesn't belong, he proves them wrong by reaching new heights, breaking new records, and bringing more people into the fold. In a world that's more connected, and more divided. Nor de benstrijd. Zover not the divided var. Maybe what we need isn't less controversy, but more conversations about what brings us together. Subscribe for more pop culture updates, viral controversies, and reactions you won't want to miss. Because in a world where music, politics, and the internet collide, there's always another story just around the corner. And you'll want to be here for every beat, every debate, and every unforgettable moment.